guys? Welcome to Flow. My name's Matthew. You can call me River. Today I'm joined with my co-host Gavin. How's it going, Gavin? How are you, bro?
It's going all right. Feeling pretty gay today. I'm ready to go.
Okay, I'm not feeling that, but what I am feeling? I'm feeling nervous. I'm feeling excited at the same time. I have a lot of things planned for this podcast.
I don't, but I have things written down.
I mean, yeah, I do too. So a bunch of things have happened during the past week with me. I've been working hard. I've been coming up with stories.
You really have.
I've been running things. Running things by you. I've been running things by artists, by a whole group of people. So I've just been coming up with ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
So if y'all don't know, my name is Matthew, or a lot of people like to call me River, and I have a YouTube channel, which you could be watching this on any platform, because there's so many that I am so excited for. The top three probably being YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, or I'll say and Apple Music, or the Apple Podcast thing. So if y'all don't know, on my YouTube channel a few years back when I was, or actually maybe like 4 years ago, I had a podcast. Gavin, did you know that?
I did not know that. Making that munty back in the day.
Yeah, so I started a podcast called Flow with my friends. And it was really bad, and I got into some trouble with that because I started talking about my ex-girlfriend from middle school, dog.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. But I stopped that because I got into some heated arguments with people over it. But now I'm back. I'm better than ever, more professional, and I'm here with one of the best co-hosts anybody could ever have, man.
Don't worry. Oh, my God, that's pretty sweet. And don't worry, I'm not going to talk about any of my ex-girlfriends. You can trust me on that.
Okay, Gavin, I can trust you. All right, so let me tell y'all what I really want to do with this podcast. I want y'all to get to know me. I want y'all to get to know Gavin. And you guys are going to hear stories about our past, hear stories that are happening like recently, and you're going to hear things that we're interested in. And each week we're going to have a new guest on the podcast that's either friends with us or we think are interesting. We'd like to interview them, talk about things, ask about stories about them, do some research about them, etc. So
yeah, I'm trying to get Kristen Bell on this. She's not replying to my DMs.
Okay.
But we'll see. We'll see how that works.
I've been trying to get Selena Gomez on my podcast
really?
since I was 2 years old.
What if we both do it? If we both do it, she can't say no.
Dude.
I'll message her too.
Wizards of Waverly Place was a fire show. Okay.
I have Selena Gomez on speed dial. She just hasn't picked up yet.
Okay. I don't know how you have all these people. Did you stalk them, dog?
No comment.
All right. So, Gavin, do you want to tell them a little bit about yourself so people can understand who you are, what you are, how you are?
All right. So, who I am, I'm Gavin.
Nice.
Okay, moving on. What I am, gay.
Okay. It's been
how I am, God.
Where was I? So
more about me.
Yeah, that was very interesting comments you had there, but
okay, so I am brown.
Okay.
As you can see, but I don't know what you're watching this on, or if you can see like the thumbnail or whatever, or whoever's watching this. I can't imagine a lot of people watching the first episode don't know us already, but if you don't, I'm brown. I am gay. I live in Canada somewhere. It's cold right now because we're recording this in winter, and I don't know. I was trying really hard to watch the Video Game Awards today.
You know what? This man woke up late. It took forever to get this man Gavin in. You want to know when I woke up? What? When did you wake up?
I woke up at 4 p.m. my time.
Jeez, bro. Actually, I used to do that all the time.
No, here's the thing though. You can't bother me because I slept at 8 a.m. Okay. And my dad woke me up at like 1 p.m. and that's like it's like 5 hours of sleep. I need my 6 or like bust. Like I can't. And if you wake me up before 6 hours, I'm gonna sleep for 6 more hours.
Yeah, that's how I am, bro. That's actually how I am.
6 more hours. Yeah, and so my dad woke me up to do some shit that I obviously didn't do because I woke up at 4. But like that always happens. They wake me up early, and because they woke me up, I'm so groggy that I sleep for longer than I was initially going to. That's why I woke up at 4 p.m. and I only woke up because River was like messaging me like crazy. And then despite knowing that we're doing the podcast today, I was like, oh, it's 4 p.m. The Video Game Awards.
Bro, this man, I've planned this for what? We've talked about this for how long?
Well, you know what? I'm sure the Video Game Awards were planned before us.
You know what? But what is more important? Okay.
Listen, I want to know what the new Among Us map looks like.
I
got to see.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see what they have in store for us. Yeah. I'm excited to play it. I've always loved Among Us since it since it became really big this year? Because it's been out since
Yes.
since 2017, right?
It has been. It just like I think a lot of things like are like that lately. A lot of trends I noticed that like people will get popular a lot after, because you know last year like Truth Hurts by Lizzo. She was number one. Like I think she became the second oh no, like the third female rapper to ever have a number one.
Really?
Yeah,
Who are the
yeah,
other
because
two?
the first was Lil Kim, and then
Who's
the
Lil
second
Kim?
was Cardi B. I know she was in like get it yeah yeah not like with
Nope, no idea.
that's, oh what, really, am I that old?
You're not that much older than me.
Well,
4
she
years,
is
but-
quite older. Like she I am, I guess 4 years, whatever. This song was before my time, granted. I just like music.
Yeah.
But basically, Lil Kim, she's just like an old school rapper, pretty much, like early 2000s. It's Lil Kim, and then ever since then, no female rapper had ever gotten number one, not even Nicki Minaj, and then Cardi B came.
Well, yeah, they've made songs. I don't even particularly like Cardi B's music whatsoever.
I don't like.
She's
You know what? I don't
that's
like.
the one. Okay, actually, I don't particularly like it. I don't like it at all. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay,
I don't.
fair.
But
Well, you know what though?
wait, hold on, 1 second, 1 second.
Sure.
What were you actually? What were you saying?
I was just gonna say that I don't like her like voice necessarily, but I really like her tracks.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit
I don't love her
is so
voice, but,
weird.
like,
I don't know why she does all those noises.
I know some people that literally, my friend doesn't care about her tracks and just likes the way that she speaks and likes her voice, and I'm like, I don't get it.
Bro, I
Like,
remember she used to be a trend. Like people used to talk like her as a meme for a while.
and now she's like legit.
I guess you could say that. I don't know how we got into Cardi B.
I don't know how we got here either. Oh, I was talking about Lizzo.
Yeah, I don't even know how we got into Lizzo, dude.
Okay, we got into Lizzo because Among Us got popular after like 3 years, right?
Yeah. That's funny. Went
Lizzo's
from Among
song-
Us to
Lizzo's
Lizzo
song
to
Truth
Cardi
Hurt
B.
hit number one, but she released it in 2017.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That
yeah.
makes sense. Okay.
It hit number one last year, and yeah. So a lot of things, like I know there's more things, I just can't think of them right
Yeah.
now, but a lot of things are getting popular again. You know what's popular again is Omegle right now.
Bro, no, dude. Omego's been popular. It's been popping
No,
for the
but
past
Omegle
years.
goes on and off of being a trend.
Okay, well,
Omegle, like I noticed that like every year at some point in the year there will be an Omegle trend.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
it's specific.
yeah. When
Sorry.
I used to throw house parties before quarantine, I'd go on Omegle. I used to
Right,
throw parties
yeah,
in my
well-
crib all the time, but
But it's like
quarantine
a
started.
trend right now.
Yeah,
you know?
I think it's because everyone's locked up at home, and they have nothing
that's
else
true.
to do.
But somehow, for whatever reason, it always finds a way after like some hiatus. It finds a way to become a trend again, and then I think people figure out, oh my god, Omegle is a bad idea. People can easily find my IP address from this. Also, strangers are jerking
Yeah.
off on it every 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's really weird, dude.
But and
I've
then
seen
people
some
stop using it
sketch
for a
ass
while.
shit on that website, and I haven't been back on it since. But I did
I
meet
never
a
used
person from there, from LA, and she's a TikToker. She made a trending song. I don't know, it was 2019. I think it was 2019. It was the, oh shoot, darn, frick. So
You don't remember?
I don't remember when she made it.
Damn, could have been Claro.
No, but I met her on Omegle, and then we started talking. We're homies now, and
That's pretty cool.
yeah, it was pretty sick. So in other words, we have. I just want to shout out some people. So I'm gonna shout out all of Fake Gaming, and I'm gonna shout out Moyod for creating our art for us, and Saner for creating our beat for the podcast. And I just want to know that I really appreciate all that y'all have done for us. Moyod is our thumbnail artist and our artist, and Saner's our musician. But I just want, since I've been talking about Moyod, I want to tell you a story real quick. Okay, Gavin?
Saucy?
So Moyod's from Australia, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I have a story about Australians that I've met for where I live, right?
Oh, I do too. Okay,
Do you actually?
Yes. Oh my god, there's so many Australians here.
Really? There's a bunch of Australians in Canada?
No, they so where I live, it's like seasonal work and stuff, and they always come here during their winter.
Oh, okay.
And they work. There's this hotel that I work in, but you should go first, and I'll tell you my thing.
Okay.
They just come by seasonally.
So when I was 16, I worked at a family restaurant that's on the corner of my neighborhood, and I worked there weekends. I answered the phones, washed dishes, ran food. I did all that kind of stuff, right? So it was one night. I think it was like a late Thursday night, late Friday night. Friday nights and Saturday nights are always busy because it's coming, like it's towards the weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm washing these glasses, and I'm waiting because I'm behind the bar, and I'm washing all the glasses behind the bar, and these Australian men walk in. There's about 4 of them. They're really loud, and they're holding a box, and no one really thought anything of it at first. And time goes by, I'm working, I'm answering phones and all that. And just to mention, I'm working at a family restaurant, a family one, like a family owned. They have a kid. Kids are in there in and out all the time, right?
Right.
I'm cleaning, and all of a sudden, I'm answering the phones. I turn around, and that box that they're holding is a blow-up sex doll of Hillary Clinton. And they blew it up and sat it at the motherfucking bar, dude. And I looked at my boss and I was like, "What the fuck is happening, man?"
Family restaurant.
Yes, and the thing is, there was kids there at the time, and these people are yelling. They're ordering drinks. They have a fucking sex doll, and my boss tells them, "You need to take that away, or you guys need to leave." And they didn't take it away, so we had to kick them out, bro. And
Sorry, I just like clued in. Hillary Clinton.
Yes, Hillary Clinton, dog.
I feel it's so weird because I feel like in my brain, the type of person to have a sex doll and bring it to a bar is not necessarily the type of person that likes Hillary Clinton.
I don't know where they bought that from. I mean, it's kind of hilarious in what like.
That is
I'm gonna
hilarious.
be honest, it's funny,
That's
but
funny.
that is not the place to do it. And since I was working there, it was definitely not okay.
Yeah, you're just like, you know what? I'll profit off this someday as a story.
Yeah, which I'm doing that on my podcast Flow. So if you all are listening to this and you love it,
right now,
please drop a like,
check
subscribe.
out Flow on Spotify, iHeartRadio Music, Apple Music,
Yes,
YouTube.
sir.
Yeah,
All of them, bro. I'm hype about that.
every single thing. You can probably find it on MySpace.
You can't. You can find it on
Amazon
a bunch
Prime.
of platforms,
Is it actually on
though.
Amazon
You can
Prime?
get it on Amazon. You can get it on Google Play. All those types of things.
Google Play.
I'm really hype about
Get it at my
that.
grandma's house.
Gavin, what's your Australian story? Let me know.
Oh, I have a lot of Australian stories. I know many Australians. You underestimate. I'll make episodes out of. You'll get a new Australian story every episode if you tune in every day.
Is that just going to be a segment on our show called the Australian stories?
No, I mean, since you just mentioned it, I can't think of anything specific. But I worked with Australians last summer. There's a lot of Australians. They just came by, and you know what's so weird? There's no point because they always mention they're like it's so every time they're here they're like it's so much more beautiful back at home in Australia. We make way more money for like doing way less work, and I'm like,
bro,
what the fuck are you doing
let me
here?
move to Australia, dog. No, but swear to God, you take 10 steps into the wild, you get eaten by a giant tarantula. Swear to God,
but you know what though? I guess you know what? That's the take and give.
No,
That's
you
the
have to
give
be.
You know what I mean?
I don't think Australia has people that are overweight, because if they're overweight, then every animal would find it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know what? They're not overweight because they're all running away from the stupid fucking spiders.
That's true. That's true. We're joking. Yeah. We're joking. If any Australians are listening,
we're not joking.
We're not joking. So
I'm overweight. We can say that. I'm. Well, am I overweight? I can't tell if I'm overweight.
I am.
I am.
One time, my doctor called me Texas sized. I said, "Fuck you, dude! What the hell?"
You know what?
I was in the doctor because my heart was acting up. This guy goes, "You're Texas sized, bitch."
God.
I'm like, "What the fuck? You want to square up, dog?"
Texas size. I guess that means fat. I don't know what else.
That's how I took it. I've lost 25 pounds over quarantine, though.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I've gained that. So can you take it back, please?
No.
You thought. No, I'm kidding. I actually haven't gained. Surprisingly, I haven't gained any. I have been exercising a whole bunch, but I don't think any more than I was already, because like before my exercise was just working, and I did work like a lot of walking and stuff like that, right? But I
need to start walking.
I am doing a lot more. I'm doing a lot more laying down. And every time that I have stepped on a scale, I weigh the exact same that I did when I started.
Yeah, you know, this is a good transition into one of my stories, actually.
I did not mention an Australian at all.
No, this is crazy. This actually transitioned into one of my stories that I have written down. Is, Gavin, did you know I broke my back? Have I told you that before?
Were you throwing it back too hard, buddy?
No. So my freshman year of football, it was the last.
Okay, by the way, I love how like whenever I say anything like sus, I just say that in quotation marks. You're just like, nope. Anyway,
And then I move
like,
on.
why am I here? I make you so uncomfortable.
No, I'm not even
You
uncomfortable, dog. It's just, I mean, how
No,
else
it's
would I
funny.
respond to that?
I don't know. It's
Exactly.
It's your cadence. You're
Okay.
just like, no.
So, freshman year, I used to play football, and it was the last game of my season, last game of my career. If I tell you, my school is has the biggest high school stadium in Texas, and we
Ooh.
have never lost a game at our stadium. Okay. So, fun fact, my stadium for my high school cost $60 million.
Ugh, that makes sense, though.
And when
it's that big.
when they built it, it was completely fucked up. There were cracks everywhere in the stadium, so they had to shut it down. And I'm pretty sure there was a whole lawsuit with the company that built it. But let me go back into my story. So it was
Right.
freshman year, my last game of the season, last play. I think we were up by just a little. It was the last play. I don't remember the exact score because I was more worried about my back.
Right. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot we were talking about your back being broken.
Yeah. So the running back came through the middle, which I don't know if you know what that means, Gavin, because I don't know.
I'm
Canada,
gay.
is football a big thing?
Oh, yeah, I'm just gay.
That was
I
not
can't-
what any.
I can't tell
Okay.
I can't tell you.
That's not even how it.
My parents made me play basketball and soccer, and I don't know still. I don't get it.
Yeah, so the running back came up the middle, and they were close to the end zone, and I picked up the running back because I used to play nose guard, which I was way too small to play nose guard because the people in front of me were like 250 pounds,
I wish people would
270
play nose
pounds.
guard nowadays.
I'm 180 at best right now, or at the time I was maybe 170, which is good for me because I weigh like 180 now.
That's not overweight. What the heck?
For me, it is.
Well, how tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
That's not overweight.
Well, I weighed a lot.
Oh, wait, no, that might be overweight.
I think it is.
Yeah. Well, you said, okay, no, but you lost 25 pounds. So that means, okay, cool. Gotcha.
Yeah, I was way more before. But I picked up the running back in the final play, and his whole team was like pushing against him. But as soon as I picked him up, the shards in my back apparently like shot out of my spine and went back in and cracked my spine. And so
God.
I couldn't, that ended my football career. And it also
I imagine.
ended, like, it didn't really end, but I haven't worked out since. Well, I have. I've been on runs and stuff, but it always hurts
okay,
my
though?
back. So I have to get motivation for it and get back into that for sure.
Oh, my God.
But I've been grinding out YouTube, I guess.
That's good.
Podcast stuff, working nonstop, streams and all that.
I don't know if this compares, but sometimes my elbow goes pop.
You know? That compares
I
perfectly,
looked it up, though.
man.
I looked it up, though. My elbow thing apparently comes from, I don't know. Apparently, like, I'm moving my elbow too much. It's like carpal tunnel, but for your elbow.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Am I right? No. Oh, what? Okay, I just remembered you said something about your stadium was like completely renovated. It costs a lot.
It wasn't renovated. It was built from the ground up, and then it was
Oh,
completely...
built from the ground up. Okay, you know what
messed
though?
up.
I could say the same thing about the auditorium because my school burnt down.
Are you serious? Holy crap.
Yes, I'm serious. My school burnt down before they. Okay, but here's the thing though. They were already renovating the school, and then it fucking burnt down. When, by the way, that was my what do you call it in America? Like junior? I was entering high school, grade 8. I was entering.
You're entering high school, you're a freshman.
A freshman. Okay, cool. I'm a freshman, and this is 4 days into being a freshman. The school burnt down.
I wish my school burned down.
And they had to like teach of the school in like the church nearby and like a few portables or whatever, but whatever. Anyways, the school burnt down, and my takeaway from it was, oh my God, my shoes were in my locker.
Bro.
My-
Bro, honestly, if
They
my
were,
school
though.
burnt
My
down,
uncle
I mean,
got
I guess it
those.
wouldn't matter at this point, but online school. But I would have been so happy. I'm sorry.
Oh well, you know what?
The
I was upset. I was upset because like I just entered the school, so I was really excited.
Yeah.
But also, here's the thing though: the auditorium was an old auditorium. They were already going to. This is my second takeaway, and take this how you will. Call me a sociopath or not, but this is my second takeaway from it: is that the auditorium was really old, and they were already going to renovate it. So I'm just saying they didn't have to spend much on demolition costs.
Yeah.
Is that bad to say?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you know what? I'm sure they spent a lot on like cleaning up though.
Yeah, for sure.
But like no cranes, no big wrecking balls. That's what they call
I
them.
mean, yeah. That makes sense. I mean, I don't know if that's the best.
School didn't burn down.
I mean, maybe that's a good thing.
I'm
I
just
think that's the
imagining
best
if the
thing you
school
could take
didn't
out of
burn
it, or
down,
like
though.
new beginnings or something like that.
The school kind of sucked though before it burnt down.
I don't like my
Is that bad
school,
to say,
dude.
too?
My school is the biggest school in Texas, so I don't know everybody there. I feel like there's a lot more eyes that looking at me, and if one group of people don't like me, they can say it in the school. It spreads around the school like wildfire.
Oh,
It's
no.
crazy.
Oh, that's like when I was gay.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
When
bad.
I was gay.
But
That sucks.
what's up?
That sucks, but that's like generally how schools go. You know?
Yeah, I'll get into it maybe another episode because I've dealt with.
I mean, I lived in a small school too, or I did not live in a school. I went to a small school, so it's kind of easy to like know everybody.
Yeah.
But like like information spreads like wildfire, like you said.
Yeah, it was. I'll go into it more another podcast probably, but there's been so many bullies at my school like spreading rumors about me, and for no reason either. Like it's crazy. But I'll go into it through another episode. I'm not going to mention them, give them any clout or anything.
No, I feel that I've got lots of stories like that too. So maybe we can make a segment out of it, like just
not as I wouldn't say a
rehashing the past.
segment. I'd say we can get
Not
a
segment,
podcast
but
about
like-
it. Maybe
like a conversation.
yeah, have another conversation. I think that's just a topic for a different day. But
We can.
so a lot of our friends, Gavin, are artists.
Are they?
They like drawing, bro.
They're friends with me too. She.
I mean, maybe. We got Moyod. He's an artist. He's also Australian. We got a bunch of people from the Based server.
Yes, Based is an artist.
Based
too,
is
so
an
it kind of,
artist,
like,
yes.
It attracts
He
other
has
artists.
completely yelled at me and constantly nagged me about the name of my podcast for weeks.
And I've been agreeing with him, but lightly.
You son of a bitch.
Hey, I you know what? I have been open about not liking the name of the podcast, but I'm not fighting you either.
I had a whole vote on it, and everybody voted for Flow. And I voted for Flow.
everyone's
Or I didn't vote because I
basic.
couldn't
No, I'm
vote.
kidding. I'm sorry. No, fair enough. Flow is not a bad name. Like, hear me out though. That's why I'm not arguing about it, because Flow is not a bad name at all. I just think it could have a better name, and that's
That's
it.
true.
I think
but
Flow's a
I
good
came
name.
up with this name solely because people call me River, right? My name is River. River's Flow, and the conversation that we're having keeps on flowing. So that was the basis
That
of
is
the name.
so cheesy. That is so cheesy.
It's so cheesy, but it's so good at the same
You know
time.
what? I like cheese. I'm not lactose intolerant. I like cheese.
And you're a rat. Shut up.
I actually am
just
lactose
kidding.
intolerant.
Just kidding.
But
But back to the
you
drawing
don't-
thing.
yeah.
Back to the drawing thing, real quick.
right. I'm also an artist.
You are an artist. You are.
Yeah.
I used to draw when I was a kid.
I can tell by your drawings today when we played Scribblio. He drew the most perfect kangaroo.
I don't even want to talk about it, dude.
Okay.
Okay,
had a
Saner and
triangle head
D-Dog
and
couldn't
everything.
get food, okay? It's pretty funny.
Okay. Yeah.
Shout
Saner
out
and
to my
D-Dog
boys, bro.
Were embarrassing. But
So I used to draw as a kid. I used to love drawing. And the main thing that I'd draw was Pokemon. Consistently.
too.
I'd create my own Pokemon, and for some reason, like B-Drill, I was obsessed with the drills on Pokemon. And that's what I'd put on
really,
everything.
Oh, you liked Excadrill too?
Huh?
You probably like Excadrill too.
No.
Like the whole real Pokemon.
Like, genuine drills.
But that Pokemon is a drill.
Yeah, but I like... Not that he is a drill. I like just the look of drills.
Oh, you like the
solely.
stingers.
Yes, that's
like
what
type
I'm saying.
drills.
But
Okay, were you disappointed that Best
when I
Quinn
was
had, like,
in
no
elementary
stinger?
school, I would draw, and I used to go to this club or after school called Kids Club, where they'd take care of us. High schoolers and college students would take care of the younger kids. And
Right, okay.
I would draw every single day. And one day, I drew Pokemon. And I made my own, a bunch of drills everywhere. And
A bunch of drills everywhere.
I left it there.
Fair,
I
I
didn't
see
bring
it.
it back. I would draw with my friends all the time, dude. Every single day. You know what I'm saying? And
Right, yeah, me too.
I left it at this club, and this is grades kindergarten through 6th grade. 6th grade was still elementary for me.
You're not about to tell me that one of your Pokemon became an actual Pokemon.
Dead ass it did. I'm playing. I wish, bro. I wish.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, is he goofing me right now?
Imagine, dude. But I left it there, and the next day I went back to the club. I was ready to draw, and one of the head people from the kids club brought us all together, and they said, I have found something.
Who drew this piece of shit?
Yes!
I found
That's
this. I
exactly
expect better from you being expelled.
He stood on top of the stage, because my elementary school had a stage in the cafeteria, which I think a lot do.
That's kind of nerdy, but...
Yeah, so...
Or not nerdy? No, I don't know why I said nerdy. Cut that out.
But
Cut this
he
out.
was like, who drew this? And we looked at it, and it had a bunch of cuss words and dicks all over my drawing. A 6th grader when, keep in mind, I was in fucking 1st grade, dog.
So you don't know how to swear?
I definitely did, but I probably swear a couple times and I'd be like,
I did not know how to swear in 1st grade.
actually, no, I didn't learn until later on, probably. But ever since then,
high school.
I was scarred to draw as a kid, and I would not draw anymore. I stopped drawing, and that's why I quit.
Oh my god.
But the thing is, the kid that did it to me, I found out who it is, and I'm homies with them now. But like, fuck that dude, you know?
Oh no, you know
like,
what?
Cool.
I actually, okay. So you know what though? You know what's really cursed? This one guy would like, and this is just, you know, a telltale story of my mental health. But this one guy bullied me the entirety of elementary school, up to grade 7 and everything. Grade 8, I made other friends, right? He just happened to be friends with them too. So I was like forced to be friends with him too.
Oh, that happened to me too.
He was like a legitimate bully. He took my lunch and shit. Like literally, one time I remember he got mad at me because I ate my lunch before he could take it from me. That's how
crazy.
bad it was. But you know how cursed this is?
What? How?
2 years later, like, and I'm still barely friends with him. He's still really mean. I find out he's bisexual, and I'm like, he kind of cute though.
Bro, what?
Like,
how does that even happen?
Exactly. I'm so dumb and gay. I have so many stories like this. I just let any, like, okay, but here's the thing. Like, I'm also the only gay kid in my high school at this point, by the way.
For real?
Only
there's
one.
like 200 in my school, dude. I think in
my
my graduating class, I think there's 5,000.
I am also I also live in a small town, and also like.
Wait, no, 1,000 something, not 5,000. There's like
we have
5,000 something kids in my school.
We 300.
Damn.
Yeah. No, but
wish.
yeah, no, but like, you know, I was like, I knew there was more gay kids, but nobody, you know, it's a small town and shit like that. Nobody wants to come out as gay in a small town. That's the worst. But anyways, though, I'm like, what are my options? I mean, he's kind of cute. I'm already like friends with him. Let's give it a shot. We went on a date, and he was so mediocre. It was such a bad date, and I asked him to go on another one.
Bro, what is wrong with you? It was so bad. Dog?
He didn't say anything. I said everything. We watched a movie. When we went out, like, I was standing there, and he was like, okay. And then he just walked away, walked home. And like a week later, I was like, do you want to go on another date?
Bro,
the first one was so good. I know. This is, and it's like, I wish I was a different person, but I'm a little bit still like that.
Oh my.
If I know any, okay. If somebody is like gay and somewhat, even a little bit, tiny little bit, like I like one thing about them, you know what I mean? They say anything nice about me, even if it's a joke, like they're like, nice shoes, dork, and I'm like, oh my god, marry me.
Bruh.
He likes my shoes.
He likes my shoes. He wants to be with me forever.
Bro, you sound like that thing from Lord of the Rings.
I sound like, yeah, no, that's my love gremlin coming out. It doesn't know what's best.
Bro, you also sound like the Big Mouth, the hormone monsters.
Oh my god, I don't watch Big Mouth just because of how ugly it looks. I know that a lot of people think it's a good show, and I think like a few years ago it was 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I think it's
pretty sure it's one of the shows that was 100%. Okay, but
it's about a kid who fucks his pillow.
I can't get into
know.
it. I think I can't get into it because I'm too much of an adult to watch a show about like teenagers now. You know what I mean?
Bro, it's like these
I know it's like
teenagers
an
are
adult
fucked up, dog. I never went through any of that shit. I don't know what
know
shit
like,
they went through, bro.
I know. I do see clips of it and stuff, and a lot of stuff is like it's pretty.
Bro, they
but,
diss
like,
Logan Paul in the first season, dude.
Oh, they better.
That's so funny to me.
Yeah. No,
so-
I just haven't gotten into it.
Talking about your ex, or you consider them an ex?
Not even. No.
No?
We went on the one. He actually declined my second date, and I was like, why would he do that? We're meant to be.
So let me bring up my ex. Let's call her.
Okay.
What's a good name? Throw a name for a girl.
It's Bethesda. But me. That's not a girl.
Did you just? No way, dude. No
Bethesda.
Way. That is hilarious, dude. Okay, let's call her Felicia. Let's call her Felicia. That's a streamer that just popped up on my my phone. So I met Felicia at a church camp, right?
Oh my god, I hate this already.
But we met, and I was into this chick, dude. I saw her the first day, and I was like,
tell.
damn. She was this was I think 8th grade, dog. But like I still consider my ex because she was like my first kiss, and we dated for I don't know, a pretty long time, I'd say.
Fair enough. Oh my god, my first kiss is so embarrassing. We'll talk about that later.
But so my first kiss was at a movie theater with my one of my best friends who now hates me, and I don't really despise him, but I guess I don't like him, I could say. I wouldn't say I don't like him. I don't know him. I don't know him anymore. But he was next to me, and let's call him
Bethesda.
Bro, let's call him Tom. So Tom was next to me,
Bradley.
and Felicia was next to me as well. And Felicia leaned over to kiss me, right? And we kissed for the whole entire movie.
Oh, I hate you.
The entire time. My first kiss lasted 2 hours. You know that movie where I think it was Will Smith had to go out.
Grader.
No, it couldn't be Will Smith. Independence Day. It was Independence Day.
Independent and in the theater?
No, but it was the newer one. It was the remake one.
There's a remake?
Yeah, I don't remember anything.
Remake, wasn't it?
I just remember the ending. How there was I don't.
Oh, you were a lot younger than me.
I was locked in, dude.
Younger.
I was locked in.
Yeah,
but this kid next to me, I think I weighed 160 at the time. This dude was 3 times my weight. My friend at the time. Oh, I mean, that doesn't say anything about people. I mean, I guess, but it was surprising to me. So weeks later, me and her were talking, and all of a sudden, I find out that she was cheating on me with my best friend Tom, dog.
Dude, she likes them big. She likes them chunky.
For real. So
For real?
I was like, fuck this. No, not talking to you anymore. Next week, I got back together with her.
First of all, I find it so innocent, like, because they're not okay. Like they're cheating on you, but it's like grade 8 cheating.
No,
you know what I
dog.
mean?
This girl is like 3 years above her age, dog. Swear to God. That's her mindset.
Red flag.
It was interesting. Like there was a lot of stuff that was very weird.
I think high school relationships are so interesting though, because like
it wasn't even high school
the
yet.
Older
dog.
you get, but the older you get, you know, like the older you get, the more age range.
I think in my lifetime, I've only loved 3 people, and they've all ended like shit.
My mom, my dad, and Jesus.
Well, I guess you could. I was only in love with 3 people, I could say. Okay. But let me continue with the story. So I got back together with her a week after it happened that I found out.
This is one of the people that you've been in love with.
Yes, this is the first girl that I wouldn't say in love with. I say I love her.
You got back with her after she cheated on you?
Yes, don't talk about it.
You're no better than me.
Okay,
you are no better than me, bro.
Listen. So I stopped being friends with Tom, and I started being friends with Tim. Let's say a guy named Tim.
Are you okay? Wait. Okay, you're gonna stop being friends with Tom, but you're staying with this girl.
Hey, it was my girl first, dog. I met her first. We kissed through all of Independence Day. But
oh my god,
I became friends with Tim. Tim and I were hanging out for a couple of months afterwards. Me and her were together. We got in an argument. Right. We had this spot called.
She's gonna be with Tim now.
We used to hang out at this mall. It was like an outside mall, and you could run around, go to all these stores, get food and all this stuff. There was like a market street. There was a bunch of stuff.
Sounds rad. I wish I had that.
Yeah,
at a small town, strip mall.
It only had like girls' clothes. There was nothing really for me there. I just went there to hang out with their and eat food.
Clothes.
But we went there, and we used to go there all the time. We had this spot that was under this bridge where we just kiss. Right.
Right. Okay. Bridge trolls.
Yeah. But me and her got in an argument, and Tim and I went to the we were hanging out at the outside mall, and we were playing Pokemon Go because that's when it was kind of rad. You know what I'm saying? It was.
Oh my god, you're so young.
It was popping at that time, dog. What do you mean I'm so
I know.
young?
I would. Yeah, you were so because I graduated like when Pokemon. I graduated the year.
Oh
Pokemon
yeah,
came
well
out.
I'd say that because you're 4 years older than me. That was.
Yeah, because I graduated the year it came out, and
Yeah, so that's
I was
exactly
in
when I was
Cuba.
going into high school. So.
Yeah. Timeline.
So we were walking around, and I see Felicia. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, Tim, did you see that shit? And Tim and I have been hanging out with her a bunch as well. Mm-hmm. And I see her, and I was like, what the hell? And Tim goes, she leaves, and Tim and I are sitting at like this table. He's eating donuts. He's drinking like a Sprite. We're just chilling, and all of a sudden he goes, I have to go. I'll see you later. And I'm like, okay, I'll see you later.
Oh, you're gonna tell me? You're not gonna tell me?
Hey, listen.
You're okay.
Listen.
Okay.
So then I
had hope for Tim.
I'm chilling, and I'm like, why he didn't bring his food. He left his food and everything.
Yeah. By the way, is Tim 3 times larger than you too?
No, he's skinnier than me.
Oh, he's 3 times skinnier.
No. Okay.
She only likes people that are like 3 times over under.
I wouldn't say the other guy was 3 times bigger than me.
keeps
That was
you
no
around as like a
exaggeration. I don't know. I was just
but she
saying.
keeps
I'll
you
just say
around
that
as
he
like
was
a
a
grid,
lot
and she's
larger
like,
than
okay,
I
is
was
somebody
at the
3
time.
times bigger or 3 times smaller than this guy? Go for that one.
Okay. But he dropped his stuff and he dropped his food, and I was like, where the hell? What the hell? So I text one of my other friends that I've been friends with since the 2nd grade. His name, I'll say his name because me and him are been homies since day one. His name's Vincent.
Vincent.
Yes, my boy, bro. He pulls up on his bike, and we're chilling there. And he goes, what if they're under the bridge, dog? I said, no fucking way. There's no fucking way. So we go over to the bridge, and we both walk down. And there's those 2 motherfuckers kissing under the bridge with shirts off, dog. Their shirts were completely off, dog. I was heartbroken, dog.
Dude.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Tim, bro. What the fuck?
That's some shit that I've been through, dog. Swear to God.
That's some shit, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. I've been through stupid shit too, man. I get you. Maybe not. Okay, a lot of my stuff seems lame though, and it comes from like being a homosexual in a small town, because like not a lot of things can go on here,
Right.
You know, especially because like I should have mentioned this earlier in my little introducing myself segment, but like my parents are immigrants, and
Right.
well, I guess my dad is technically a Canadian citizen.
Where'd they immigrate from?
India.
Really?
Yeah. I love my India. Thank God.
You know, my mom works
That's an
with
actual
like
song.
a ton of people from India, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of us. There's a lot of us to work with. We're everywhere. The Indian population, like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be. I mean, if COVID didn't happen, it would have been better. But
Oh,
like,
bro, India
the
must have
population
been
is,
messed up with COVID.
Yeah. It's the 2nd most populated country in the world.
And first is China, right?
Yeah, in China where it started.
Yeah.
But I get India's doing pretty bad with that. I think India's the second. You know what's like sucks though is India is the 2nd most populated country in the world.
And aren't they they're the
is,
most polluted company, right? Or country in the world, right?
Yes, I think so.
It's because I think they have so many vehicles like everywhere.
They have a lot of cars. I can confirm that. It goes meep meep everywhere you go. Like everywhere. There's no like traffic laws too. It's like I have never seen. Here's a fun fact. I've never seen stop lights, like traffic lights in India.
Really?
I haven't seen them anywhere.
That's crazy.
And I've gone all around. But also, granted, I was like 11 when we went, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
So maybe I just don't remember. but they probably have them. But like I think the Indian people would probably be like, this is more of a suggestion than a law. But
What were
like,
you saying about your
keep
parents?
going no matter what. My parents, they're from India. They're immigrant parents, and immigrant parents tend to be a lot more strict.
Yeah, for sure.
So I never got to like go out anywhere really growing up. Like I now have a license and everything like that. I can go out on my own. They're a lot more lenient now, but they did grow up, they've spent longer than I have in Canada. They're pretty wary of the people, and I'm sure like it's a small town and stuff, and they joined this town, and there's a big Indian community in it, but I don't think it was as big when they were here. I think they're just really wary of people around here because I wasn't allowed to. Do you think brown people did not like me?
Really?
The brown kids. Sorry, brown people liked me if they were like my mom's best friend. But the brown kids did not like me.
No one liked me when I was a kid, bro. Swear to God.
Oh man, no. But I felt so. The specific scenario that sucks, by the way. But nobody liked me for a.
Thank you.
Nobody liked me for a while though. I'm a big nerd. Nobody really liked me, and I was so awkward, and I didn't always have a lot of like social like experience with anything like that.
Yeah.
I got it from joining like drama and like
Okay.
and the theater stuff, and that's where I learned how to like talk, and like that's why like mostly when I talk it's like a lot of like jokes. I lightly take things seriously, even though I probably should a lot of the time, but whatever, that's a flaw that I have from this system. Anyway, so because like the brown kids didn't like me, my parents didn't want me hanging out like outside of school with people other than brown kids because they knew their parents. They didn't know the white people's parents.
That's interesting.
And I only had this one friend, and like that I could go visit because they're like I think they were kind of Christian, but they were pretty clean cut people. And their mom worked for the news. She like visited my mom sometimes. They would talk. So that was the only friend I was able to visit. And then they moved, and I had no more friends I could visit. Also, a lot of my friends in high school, because it's a
Wait, this
small
was in high
community.
schoe?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
damn.
in high school he moved, but like I didn't really have many friends before then. Anyways, I started joining theater, like I said, and that's when I started actually making friends in theater.
Yeah.
Like outside of just nobody really liked me at all. But specifically, the brown kids didn't like me, and I only really had white friends. And because I lived in a small school. I did not live in the school. Once again, I went to a small school. I have a stutter, by the way. I should have said that earlier. I stutter pretty bad.
I do too a lot, bro.
Yeah, but I'm sure, like, you know this. Like, I always stutter in Among Us.
Yeah, I have noticed that.
Okay, unpause. So he moved, and I suddenly didn't have any more friends to visit because even though my parents were getting a little more like comfortable with the idea, because like they didn't even let me walk in town like to get food during lunch.
Oh, dang.
They didn't let me walk to the 7-Eleven, which is just down the street from the school. And I just remembered, like, the reason is so stupid. It's because Indian people gossip like crazy. When it's like Indian Canadian communities, they gossip like crazy. And if they see me walking down the street, especially with a bunch of white kids, drugs. I'm doing drugs. I'm going to the 7-Eleven to get drugs.
Oh my
That's exactly
gosh.
what. And I know that's a lot of parents' concern.
And maybe they were true.
And no, it could have been true. I don't know. No, I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. You shouldn't either, people watching.
Yeah, y'all should
Unless
not
you
do
know
drugs. Not good
Don't do drugs
decisions.
unless they're prescribed to you.
Unless
or
they're
you want
prescribed to you.
Yeah,
And unless they're legal.
Unless they're legal. And if they're not legal, don't tell me about
We
it.
are weed friendly.
We are.
I've never smoked
Sure.
weed though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, weed is legal, isn't it?
It is
Isn't
in
weed still illegal in some places?
Some places here, not where I live though.
Yeah. We are the masters of trailing off.
Yeah, I know. But we are
Anyway.
gonna have to end it here. Sorry, Gavin.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Oh my
been
God, we talked for
it's been
that was a
about
lot.
50 minutes, dude.
Oh, can I talk about drugs for like 5 more seconds?
Sure. Go
Okay,
ahead.
listen. 10 of these minutes aren't usable.
We about 7 of the minutes.
Okay.
It puts us
I'm just
at
gonna
47 minutes, I guess.
I'll just wrap up this little like story about brown people though.
Okay.
But I'm just like saying like and I know a lot of other parents are the same, they don't want their kid going around town, but my parents had layers to the reasons I couldn't go around town. One of the layers is because Indian people will gossip and say I do drugs. The other reason is they don't want me to go into town and get into contact with drugs, like that's how it works. like I wouldn't be able to get drugs in the school.
Yeah, I feel like school's a huge place where people get drugs.
But like, I think they just don't trust me in general, and they don't trust the Canadian public because.
Bro, I feel like Canada's like one of the best places to be, dude.
I mean, I was called ISIS, the embodiment of ISIS, by some random
Dude,
guy
you'd be
walking
called the
outside.
exact same thing here, but 10 times worse. I promise you.
You're right.
It's
You're right.
terrible
but
here.
it's the small town. You know,
Yeah, I think it's
essence.
small town. I don't know.
Yeah. No, but like they being immigrant parents, because like people from here, like strict parents from here have their strictness, but they can't be as strict as strict immigrant parents, because then the immigrant parents will pull up, well, this country is like this country, you can't trust the people in this country, kind of thing. They'll pull that card like whenever they can. You're like, I don't know white people. They literally wouldn't let me visit my friend because they think they'd put drugs in my cereal because they've seen documentaries about child trafficking.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
That's
also
crazy.
child trafficking is a really bad thing in India, but we shouldn't talk about that. Right
I
now.
don't think
We should
that's
end
a good topic.
I don't think that's a good. That's not. Can we talk about? Can we end it on a little bit something else? Sephiroth in Smash confirmed.
Really?
Sephiroth from Final Fantasy.
That's sick. That's sick.
It's coming out this month, bro. This month.
They added Steve already,
So
right?
they literally just added Steve, and it's coming out this
That's
month.
crazy.
It's like, okay.
All right, well, I'd like to thank you
try
all
it
for
again.
watching this. I hope y'all enjoyed. Gavin, I hope you think it went well. I think it went pretty well.
I think it went all right. This time flew by really
The
fast.
time did
That was
fly
weird.
by, and I still have a bunch of stories on my list. I mean, I think I've talked about a
didn't-
bunch of stories.
Oh my god,
already.
I didn't mention a single story I had written down. This was just a really, like, I didn't take a single sip of my water. This is just really
I've taken a
comfortable.
sip
I
of
think
my
this
water,
is pretty
bro.
good. I don't know how the viewers will feel about it, but I had a great time.
I did too.
I hope
I really
I hope
did too.
everybody listening
Shout out to Sainer. Shout out to Moyod. Shout out to All the Fake Gaming. Shout out to Gavin. Next week we will have a
Shout out
guest.
to your mama for making you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you too.
And if whatever
Shout out to
platform you're
Bethesda.
listening this on, please subscribe, like, share this podcast, follow
Yes,
us,
please.
do whatever you can, bro. I hope y'all
Follow whatever,
enjoyed.
yeah.
Y'all got a little input on my life, a little input on Gavin's life. Love y'all.
The rest of the episodes shouldn't be like this.
What's up?
But I imagine they'll be a little bit like this.
Yeah, I feel like this was perfect.
All right, well, we're just starting out. By the way, we're just starting out. This
Just
is the
starting
very
out.
first one.
Yes, we'll get more comfortable
We
with
didn't
it as
even
we
do
go.
a test run of this.
All right, peace.
See ya.